tonight is one of those amazing nights, you guys. And technology is not at its very best. But guess what? We are super excited. So let's see what's going on. If we can get our intro song on. Hey, like, tag, and share this video. And I'm super excited because our guest is here. And oh my God, we're going to have an amazing night. Hey, Shay. Baby, we got Shay Pickles in the house tonight, y'all. What's going on, Shay? Hello. Yes. Come on, Kim. All the way from the west side. Thank you so much. Yes. All right, you guys. Like, tag, and share this video. I am excited. Hello there, Yumika. Blessings to you. We're excited. We're excited, okay? All right, you guys. Listen, welcome to the Simply Her Empowerment Connection Show. I'm your host, Nikki A. Kaiser. And guess what? I'm super excited about tonight. Tonight has been a phenomenal start, just getting ready and putting ourselves in position. Hey, Bernie, what's going on? I'm super duper excited to see all of you guys back. I'm so excited that we're back in the house. Hey, Pastor Whitaker, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I am really, truly excited about tonight's show. Tonight we have evangelist Seraphia Hall. And she is going to be talking with us about gifts, talents, turning it into business. And I just want to give you guys a really quick snippet of how amazing my birthday celebration has been. Won't go into major details tonight. We'll probably go over it next week. But I just want to say, I'm super excited about the Big 43. I brought it in with a bang. And thank you to everyone who wished me happy birthday with the text messages, the gifts, and the calls, and everybody who came out and celebrated with me, all who went to dinner, had some special little requests and some hangouts. Yes, you guys, for my birthday, I was able to get on a plane and go out of our city, our state, and go on over to the wonderful, beautiful sunshine area of Florida, hang out, have a good time. And I am so excited about now. It's work time. It's time for us to get back into the business, doing what we got to do. Hey, Angela Moore, how's it going? Hello, Miss McKinney. How's it going? I'm super excited. Aries Nation, what's going on? You guys stand up big. I want to tell you, big happy birthday to Bernadette Davis. Big happy birthday to Miss Tina McKinney. Big happy birthday to all you Aries. My girl, Kim Pinson, happy birthday. And to every Aries, listen, we did it big this year. I think we kind of really overdid it, showed out and showed every other zodiac how to do it. And we're super excited. But tonight, you guys, I want to bring in my amazing guest so that we can have more conversation, more good pushing, and really seriously just tell you guys more. Hello, Miss Tanya. How's it going? So this is the perfect place for you to like, tag, and share the video, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, she needs no major introduction, but she is going to get a major introduction. I want to introduce to you guys Miss Evangelist Seraphia Hall. How are you, love?
Hey, you know I'm doing good.
Listen. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Listen, the Aries are in the house. We're sitting over here doing a takeover. Aries Nation, baby. That's right. We're taking over. We were sitting around kind of waiting patiently to celebrate our birthday. We let everybody else have their moment, but we got real selfish this year. And so I think it's really cool. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Introduce yourself. I'm going to go ahead on and share this video because I want more friends to come on. But introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are. And then we're going to go from there. Go ahead.
All right. Well, hello, everybody. I'm so glad to be on here. Thank you again, Ms. Nikki, for having me on as your guest. As you said, I am Evangelist Seraphia Hall. I am an author. Matter of fact, I got a couple of new books that just came out, but I'm an author of several books. I am also an evangelist, a motivational speaker, and a prophetic dancer, a woman of many gifts and talents. I love the people of God. Outreach, you name it, I love to do it. I'm never bored, never, ever bored. And so I'm just excited to be here on tonight.
And I'm super excited to have you tonight. And so definitely I want you guys to really seriously get ready, get linked in, get yourselves prepared. But I definitely want to make sure that I plug in first. So um this
Come
nice,
on, Bunny.
beautiful pink bunnet. Yes, honey. Yes, honey.
Come
To
on,
all Bunnet
Bunny.
Nation, I like to call it Bunnet Nation. All my ladies who love to stay really nice and your hair to be put together. I'm gonna put my bunnet on
Put your bunny. Let me
because
get mine.
Miss,
Let me get mine.
yes, honey, I
We
got
always
my
like
bunnet on. I'm gonna wear my bunnet. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna wear this bunnet through the show. So for those who are gonna be like, "What she got a bunnet on?" Yes, ma'am. So we
Hey.
are bunnet, beautiful, proud women. Tell me about these bunnets. Tell the people about the bunnets. And it is so comfortable. Seriously, honestly, it is so comfortable. So talk about
Yes.
your bunnet line. Go ahead on and let's just jump right into
Oh,
the
wow, we're
product
just gonna
and
jump right
everything.
into
Go
the
ahead.
thing. Yes, yes, yes. Well, I've been I've been natural. So growing up, we had to do them perms. I hated perms. Literally, I hated perms my whole life. But I didn't know that I hated perms. And so as an adult, it was 2009. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I did the big chop. I had hair down to my shoulder, went home, took it in the middle of my head, cut it off. I had an afro. So then I went to Walmart. Right? Walmart was supposed to shape my hair. They did not shape it. They jacked it up. It was all kind of lopsided. My hair was doing the wop for real. So I had to go to my friend and she had to chop it, chop it, chop it. And I never had
Mm-hmm.
such hair be that short. So my hair was like this short. But
Wow.
I was natural. So I had to allow that perm to grow out. So I've been natural for over 10 years and I've just been loving the journey. And through being natural, you really learn about your hair. As African American women, a lot of times we don't know about our hair. All right. We don't know how to even comb our hair. Most of the time when I was a kid, mama took the comb from the root of my head and just started pulling it. Pull it, be still,
That's
be
what they
still.
did.
Ooh,
That was how they did it.
that's how they did it. And they never took it from the end and combed their way up. And so they, back in the day, they thought that black women couldn't grow hair. Baby, we grow hair. It's just that we didn't
We
have
grow
the
hair.
to comb our hair. So we were pulling it out our head, okay? So I learned
Wow.
how to detangle from the bottom up, right? Because this down here, this is the older hair, right? A lot of times we
Okay.
miss this part. This is where it breaks, okay? This is where it needs to
Okay.
mush. We always oil the top of the head, make sure it's good. Yes, that's good. But this hair, we don't want it to break and fall off. So being natural and wanting to keep the moisture in my hair, wanting to keep my style, wanting to sleep comfortable, you do your research in the satin scarves, the satin bonnets. They help in-house the moisture. So if you get a bonnet, and she did get that bonnet from Perfect For Me
Yes,
Design.
yes, I did.
And the
The
inside
satin, yes.
is satin, and she can wear it on the it. She can wear it the satin on the outside if she wants to, or she can wear it on the inside. So it's double. You get double for your money. Okay, look at there. Look at that. Look at that. So she get double.
But
So
I like those pink polka dots. Everybody know I love pink. Everybody knows this. That Simply Her Nikki loves pink.
You see it?
I love pink. I love pink. I love polka dots. And when I saw it, when you were doing a live, because I believe in supporting. I believe in making sure that we support each other. And when I saw it, I said, "Oh, I need that one with the pink polka dots." Now I have not worn a bunnet in a long time. Yes.
Mommy and Me, I have many me's. Mommy and Me, I have even the ones
Okay.
for the little toddlers. See that?
Oh, that's cute.
So you can get Mommy and Me bonnets. And so you can get your name on your bonnet. So that's why I started doing the bonnets. And then, sometimes you just need something cute on your head, baby, when you got to run to the store to get you some milk or cereal.
Yes.
You just need to throw something on. You need to feel cute, pop a little gloss on your lips, and go on. Okay. So
yes. Look, Alicia said, "I need a Mommy and Me baby for my baby." Okay, that's right. And so, you know what, you guys, I want to really seriously, Sarafia, I want to really seriously just really make sure that people understand, because tonight our title is that taking your gifts and talents and turning them into business. And I have really, truly, you're the perfect person for this entire topic, is because I've watched how you've taken what God has given you in your hands. And so when I first was introduced to you, I saw that you were doing your book, but then I also saw you do your praise and worship with the actual praise and worship flags. And I saw
Yes.
that and I said, those are so beautiful. And I could just tell how you were so into it. But then I saw another live of you explaining to people how you really truly do work the process of creating the flag. And I know it's prayer going forth as you're praying into those flags, but
Yes.
just to
Yes.
take what God has given you as a talent, as a gift,
Yes.
and saying, I want to now make this a business. And then here it is, ladies, we love bonnets. And
Yes.
this is something that we really truly we live by it. We live
Right.
by a bonnet. We don't want our hair messed up. So a
Right.
bonnet is what it is that we need. So why not have a really cute, stylish bonnet? Like you
Right.
said, if you had to leave out the house. And
Right.
a lot of people frown on the bonnets, but these bonnets are fashionably cute. They're
Yes.
also, like you said, there's an education that goes along with it to tell you that the satin is going to also help your hair
Right.
while you are trying to keep your hair. So that's why I wanted to make sure that people were aware of that. She does make flags. She absolutely does, Alicia.
Yes.
She
I
really,
want to
truly
show you
do. She
some
makes those
flags.
flags. Okay,
Yes.
tell her. Miss Pat said that she wants you to come on to the bedtime story. That's my girl all the way from ATL, Miss Pat. Definitely, I would
Yes.
definitely get her information for you guys.
Yes.
Because again, these are things that we need to be able to educate ourselves on. And
Right.
as African American women, it's nothing wrong with us being able to really truly explain why we go through our hair process, because
Exactly.
our hair is really truly our glory. And so I love what you're doing. And I want you to really encourage people. So tell them
Yes.
about your story of being an author. And
Yes.
I just had to jump right in without bunnies
I
because
know you just did
I
it. You
wanted a
just
reason
jumped
to wear
in
my
there.
bunny, girl.
You just jumped in there. So listen, y'all. Let me say this. I have a book that I recently wrote. I wrote it the end of last year, headed into COVID, right? And it was definitely a prophetic book because I was raised in poverty, had been in poverty my whole life. And the Lord said, release this book now. So I do have a book. It's called Eradicating the Spirit of Poverty in the Families, because we know it starts in the families. It's things that's, we say it's passed down from generation to generation, right? Well, I had to go in, and that assignment of poverty had to be cut. It had to be eradicated off my bloodline. So for me to see, the scripture tells us how God he gave one gift, he gave another 5 gifts, and so that person with the one gift hid his gift. So my thing was, it even tells us in the Bible, he gave somebody several gifts. He didn't give them one gift. So my thing is, if God, you gave me all these gifts, Lord God, I'm going to use them. And somewhere,
Yes,
something's going to happen. I'm going to cast my net. Something's going to catch, right? It's going to catch like wildfire. So my thing is not allow my gifts to lay dormant, but to use everything God gave me, because I know there's a harvest in it. So I wrote this book, Eradicating the Spirit of Poverty in Families. And I dedicated this book to my grandmother because I watched my grandmother work and work and work and work, right? And we went through water being turned off, right? We went through just always wearing hand-me-down clothes, right? With my mom, I experienced eating raw noodles, right? And I'm not talking about cooked raw noodles. I'm talking about hard raw noodles because the water was off and no food in the house. I'm talking about being a child whose mother was a drug addict. So half the time bills with lights and water and everything was turned off, and you just did what you could to survive. So I've been in survival mode all these years. And I'm saying, God, I trust you. And so in all of these, I wrote something down as I was preparing for this. And so when I thought about it, I said, after assessing the mess, after assessing all the heartache, the pain, the disappointment, the lack, after you assess it, I'm talking to you all, this is for you. After you assess all that craziness, the downfalls of life, now you got to go in and take what you went through, and you got to dissect that thing, and you got to see, even though it didn't feel good to you, what worked out for your good. Because something worked out for your good. I had to go in and look at all that mess, all that lack, all that abuse, mentally, emotionally, and physical abuse. I had to go in and dissect that thing and say, what was working for me? Something brought me out, right? And so I did I was a keynote speaker the other night, and my title was, you're probably wondering how I got here. Well, my struggle paved the way. So who y'all see today, my struggle, my rejection, my abandonment, the lack, all of that, being homeless, that's who you see today. So my thing was, I will not be in lack anymore. So I'm going to use every gift that God has given me.
Yes, ma'am. And it's beautiful that you said that, because here it is, just as what you said, your experiences in your life. But not only that, too, you have so many stories to tell so people can see I'm not perfect. You may see the perfect me, or as I would say, you saw my arrival me, but here is what has happened to get me to where I am today. And that's why it is so important that we really, truly do have a great time. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining in. We're talking with Evangelist Seraphia Hall. Please like, tag, and share this video. I know y'all wondering why I got my bonnet on, because this is coming from Seraphia's Perfect Me line. And did I say it right?
Designs, Perfect for Me Designs .online. Perfectformedesigns.online. We're gonna put it somewhere in here so y'all can see.
Yeah, we're gonna get it out here for everybody. We're gonna make sure that it's on so that you guys can know how to link in. Definitely. Pat says, I'm going to steal that. Absolutely. Hello, Dr. English. Even your pain has purpose. Absolutely, Doctor. Thank you. Hey, Shaquita. How's it going, sister? What's going on?
Hey, Shaquita.
And so again, yes, it's amazing. And let's go back to a part where you stated about your family downfalls, but you're bold enough to tell somebody that I have experienced a lack of something, because, some people don't like to be transparent about their past. Some people don't like to tell that, it, like I said before in my past of the show, we've had people to go from a place of saying, oh, well, I went through this hardship and then I arrived, and we're like sitting in the middle, like, okay, but what happened in the middle?
Exactly.
And to have the transparency to say, we've experienced the lack of, I've experienced, having food being, not even prepared, which something that children should really have is that a real well-prepared meal. But my mother wasn't capable of doing that because of her own choices. But just to go on and be transparent about that right there alone is a freedom, not only for the people that we're right now talking to, but for yourself. So tell us about your experience of how, once you pass those type of hurdles, what was it that really truly driven you to come to that place of where now you're saying, I deserve so much more?
It's in the book. It's in the beginning of the book. And it says that poverty, you died with my ancestors, you died with my grandmother, but you would die long before me. I got angry because my grandmother ended up having a mental breakdown. And so she ended up having, schizophrenia and bipolar, all these things began to happen. And I was trying to take care of her, but I didn't have the finances. So as I was trying to get these finances together, she died before I could get there. And so she has been my drive. And I watched my grandmother just work. I watch my family. I watch all these gifted people never tap into their gift, but they tap. So in my keynote, I was talking about Miles Monroe. See, he's been somebody that's been very prevalent in my life. He ended up talking about the richest place in the world is the grave. And I was talking how a lot of people's pain and struggle, they keep their eyes on the pain and struggle, and their destination ends up taking them to the grave. But I decided to use my pain, my struggle, and disappointment to guide me into my purpose.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well,
And that is so amazing.
I couldn't die. I had to live.
Okay. And you said something, mental health. That's something that we're really, truly, honestly, we can pray a lot of times. We can
Yeah,
tell, we can speak in tongues and throw all, but mental health is real.
it's real. It's real.
It's
And
very
you
real.
got to deal with
It's
it.
real.
You got to deal with it. You have to deal with it. And so here's the thing. A lot of times mental illness, it does come from spiritual attack. It comes from things that have happened to that person that was never dealt with. So if you got something bedded on the inside of you, eventually it's going to start eating at you like cancer. Whether you lose your mind, whether you become an addict, it's going to take you out somewhere. And so we have to deal with our issues. And so for me, I'm like, I choose to live and not die. You see,
Yeah.
I choose to bust through the glass ceiling, right? There's no ceiling for me. And I'm very radical. And my thing is, you have to get to a place. I had to get to a place, y'all. I ain't always been like this, right? You got to get to a place where you're not people pleasing. You got to get to a place where you're confident in who you are and you're confident in the things that you know you're supposed to be doing. Don't matter who talking, who got their math on you, who wonder, what's she doing now? She always doing something. Every time you turn around, she got this going on and that going on. So what? You may need to do what I'm doing. I'm just saying.
Oh, we not going to just pass over that street. You need to come on. Let's go back 2 blocks, ma'am. We got to go back 2 blocks. You said people pleasing. Please, let's have a conversation right there. We park in there. Let's have a conversation. So, what was your defining moment? Woo! Wait a minute, H.E.R say, "Oh, you speaking?" So, what was your defining moment, Evangelist? Lady Hall, Sarazia, business owner, author, mental health coach, empowerment speaker. What was your defining moment when you was just people pleasing, but yet you was still doing too much? Because it's amazing how folks showing up say you doing team too much, and you be saying I'm doing team too little. So please, let's have a conversation there. What was it?
So my thing was, you don't know my story. You haven't walked in my shoes. You don't know my lack. You don't know my pocketbook. You don't know where I came from. So you don't have a right to put your mouth on what it is that I'm doing. See, I am fighting. I've always been fighting for my life. So now I'm fighting for my purpose so I can get to my destiny. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm destiny driven. And it's all about leaving a legacy. I'm not leaving a legacy of poverty and lack. No. I'm going to leave a legacy that I use everything that God gave me. Listen, I'm going to die empty. That's my thing. That's my thing. I'm going to try it. And it may not be everything, but God, you gave me these gifts. I'm a very gifted woman. So you gave this to me. So at least I got to do something with it, lest I disrespect the Lord of what he gave me. At least, okay, God, I went into it. Okay, God, I did. Okay, God, I did it. Right?
Yeah.
Because
you have to at least try.
Say it again.
Yeah. You have to at least try. You have to at least try.
And people pleasing, they will talk you out of your purpose. Because here's the thing. This is what I learned. If your passion ain't my passion, then you're not going to be passionate about it. Hello. If your passion,
say that again.
You're not going to be passionate about it. So you're going to be looking upside my head, wondering what I'm saying, what I'm doing, why? Because you don't have the same passion I have. My passion drives me. My passion keeps me up at night. My passion keeps me on my knees. Hello?
My passion makes me go on vacation and still be passionate.
Hello? Sit on the video with our bunnies on, looking cute.
Because passion drives to get you what you need to be. And it gets so, as I would say, it becomes contagious because everybody be want to be up in your passion when they got right on your passion.
Right.
And that's the truth, because the fear of you moving, Dr. English is on here, and Crystal says it all the time. She says that people want to see you do good, but they don't want you to do better than them.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I think that's a lot of times why, when you are faced with purpose and you are really driven by what you have inside of you, the destiny of the dream, the admiration, the inspiration, and everything that you want to be, there's always somebody sitting there. And it's never no one far. It's always someone close that's saying, you doing too much. It's that little. That word little really does bother me when it comes down to how a person really speak about what it is that you're doing. And even though you're in that prophetic place of speaking life into the vision and saying, today, yes, we are sitting here on the StreamYard, with the bonnets on. But tomorrow, we will be on the big broadcasting stages all over the nation, the world, where people are trying their very best to get the same product that was offered at the beginning of the small beginning, as God says in his word. Don't despise it, because we're already there at the main stage, right?
Exactly.
So let's talk more about now, when you're moving to a place of, because you're using your gifts, you're using your talents. What even gave you that push and that drive and that really, really go forth and utilize your hands? Because to me, sewing, being able to stitch, being able to thread that small hole, that's a whole nother word in itself. But being able to really seriously use your hands and the sturdiness of it, how were you introduced to that?
Like I said, I love creativity. And a lot of things I tell people, if you ain't a believer, be a believer tonight. I tell people I went to Holy Ghost school. I tell people God trained me. And so when I had a lack, so here's the thing, the beautiful worship garments. I've been doing prophetic dance for over 20 years, but I didn't always have the finances. The garments are beautiful, but expensive. So my thing was, okay, well, it started with the flags. The flags, I'm like, I love them. They're so beautiful.
Please show us the beautiful flags. Please show the flags as we talk about them. Please show the flags. I love to see the flags. I love to see her do the demonstrations with the flags and everything. If you guys are not Minister Sharafia's friend, y'all need to go ahead on and friend her pages. Check out, I don't know when she's going to do another video, but y'all need to see it, because it just, oh my God, one day she just started in the kitchen, and I was like, oh, you just go down right there and start.
Did you see that one?
Girl, you was like, it's just an impromptu worship. I'm like, oh, so you just go down and take us in.
I was in there cleaning, y'all, and Holy Ghost said it was me and God. I was cleaning, and I just started dancing. I just started worshiping, saying, I go live. And I'm like, okay. And listen, whenever he say go live, okay, I ain't gonna be selfish with the worship. Whoever needs this. And so the flags came about. Listen, it don't start out pretty, y'all. It be pretty ugly, because they was pretty ugly in the beginning. Okay. But they were too expensive. And so the gift that I have, see, I'm like that. I'm like Hannah. I'm going to the Lord, and I'm going to cry to the Lord. I'm going to weep before my daddy, and he going to see my heart and what he's done for me. He didn't always just hand me over things, but he taught me. And so the Lord taught me how to sew. Okay. Ninth grade education. I didn't learn. I didn't even understand centimeters and inches and all. I didn't even understand none of that. Circumference. I know how to do none of that. You hear me? So to sew, you need
God, I still don't understand all them things.
You need to know what a foot is and how many inches in the foot and all that.
Yes, Queenie. Yes, exactly.
He taught me. So this is a set of flags that I've done, and these are silk. So I graduated to silk. These are silk flags. And so they started out as a white flag. This was a white flag, and it's on a flex rod.
Okay.
I have, so, resurrection was here, so I was doing a lot of red flags. So this is a set. It's
Okay.
not as big, but I can show y'all. This was also a white
Ooh, that
flag,
is so
white
pretty.
fabric, but
Oh my God.
and it's
So you
trimmed.
guys, to all my praise and worship leaders, to all my dancers and mimers, you guys definitely need to, if you know someone, like, tag, and share this video, share the information, put their name down, let them know that we have someone who can help them out. Oh my God, that's beautiful. I like
So
those colors.
this is called LeMay. This is LeMay. So it's not.
Okay.
This is LeMay.
Wow.
This one I love, love, love. Like, I don't even know how this my flags are prophetically done. Look at this.
Ooh. My Lord, today. That is beautiful. That is so beautiful. And
And
again, you guys,
I'm working on this one. So this one is not done. Hasn't been ironed.
okay.
Like, literally, this is just dried.
Oh.
Yeah, this is just dried.
So are you led with different colors to choose from, and how does that process work for you?
Well, so what happens is I have people, like, a lot of people love the ocean. Like, they love the flags that look like the ocean or the wind. Those are like more of a prophetic, heavenly like flag. And so when I do those, they all basically look different. They may pick the same type of flag, but I tell them it's going to look different because I'll just see it differently, and I'll fold it a different way, or I'll pin it a different way, or I'll dip the paint, I'll dip it in the dye, longer or less, so it can have like a two-tone, and then maybe to have a ripple that goes in. A lot of people like the fire flags, and so I just started adding the blue with the red with the fire, and then so it just depends on how I see it. And sometimes I was just seeing fire at first. So now God gave me the purifier. So it's like the water and the fire coming together that brings the Holy Spirit. So once the two meet, then you have the Holy Spirit. So he began to talk to me. Some of my flags I do not name. He will tell me to tell the one who ordered the flag that if God told them to order that specific color, then he gave them the name. And once they give it the name, then that's the authority that will be on that flag. I also do like silk prayer shawls. I just sent out a couple. I don't have any right now. The anointing oil. I also do masks. So I have some masks that you can put your name on, and I do t-shirts. So, yeah. Yes.
And that see, you guys, that is important, that we definitely are talking about how we're using our gifts, especially in this pandemic. How has your business really truly transformed in the pandemic?
Yeah. So with me, with the pandemic, I've had some up and down, but I can say it's been more up because my business did pick up because, you have people at home, and they're still at home worshiping. I ended up birthing a new business, which is my talk show, Status Changes Wellness TV Network, and that birthed out in January. And so that has just been phenomenal. I love this platform because I'm just able to go and speak and share and bring on people who, my thing is, people who nobody else give a chance. I'm that girl. I'm for the ones that's rejected. If you've been rejected, here I am. I'm there to snatch you up because I know what rejection feels like. I know what it look like. I know when people think, oh, you don't look like us, you don't dress like us, you don't talk to us, so you can't be in our group, you can't be our kind. Well, honey, guess what? Come on over here. Let's do this thing. You got a voice, and I'm gonna make sure that your voice is heard. So I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
And that's what we do here at Simply Her Movement. We are not a show that is cookie cut out, like, on a given day, someone would say, well, no, you should not. You just should not wear a bonnet. Well, no, a bonnet is in order because, again, We're showing off the product, but not only that too, we're giving an opportunity for someone who may be sitting at home in their bunnet and they're like, oh, okay, it is cool. And then, oh, she got some products that I can use. But not only that too, we're meeting people right where they are.
Right.
And we here at Simply Her Movement, we like to make sure that we are giving out resources that's going to be helpful. You
Right.
know, so many times we are spending our days filling up with so many different types of shows and people and places and things, but nothing of substance, nothing of something that's going to bring a value to us and help us get to where we need to go. And so it is so amazing how we have to position ourselves to really seriously be that light.
Right.
Because there's nothing wrong with being the light. There's nothing
Right.
wrong with taking the indifference and the change. All the time, I enjoy seeing my show live with people who are interacting and everything. And the crazy part about it is that I don't know how many people are usually truly watching. But after
Right.
the show, it shows how many people have really watched. But I've
Right.
always told God when we first started out, when Facebook's first allowed us to go live, I always told God, if there's just one person, if we could
Exactly.
just reach one person, if I could
Exactly.
always just speak to that one person,
Yeah.
inspire one person, give them what they
Yeah.
need and help them and push them and motivate them, God, I have done so much more and you have reached the masses with that
Exactly.
one person. And so when you create a space and a platform for people, what is it exactly at your actual network that you want people to really feel as they're viewing? Like, what is it that, you want to bring forward that it's like, I'm really, really itching to get it out there? What is it that you want people to feel when they really seriously see your network and you guys really are your guests and everything?
I want them to feel, first of all, acceptance. But my show is about
Mhm.
wellness. I want them to
Yeah.
feel wholeness. And so my motto is implementing wellness in every area of your life. And so,
Yeah.
status changer, right? You are not the product of where you come from. So when you come on, I want you to know that you are a status changer. If you were divorced, but you can overcome, you can change the status. If you were a
Yeah.
teenage mom, you can change the status. You don't have to be on welfare and living in the projects. No. You are the status changer. So
Yeah.
my thing for people is to know that you can change from where you are now and elevate and go to another level in your life. And it's all about changing your mindset. I wrote this on this paper. I'm glad you said that. For
Yeah.
me, I put down what I went through. It brought me here, okay, to this place, everything that y'all are hearing.
Mhm.
And what I learned was, and what I want you to receive from Status Changes Wellness is that freedom. Know that you have that freedom to experience adventure, to experience the things that you never
Yeah.
thought you experienced about you. And then to come on the show, and once you leave, you got this confidence that you never had before, right? And
Yeah.
so I think about, I talk about the little train, the little engine that thought he could, right? So when you come
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
here on Status Changes Wellness, I want you to start. So that from the inside, you'll start feeling things that you can do and that you can
Yeah.
do and use strategically. Like you can start moving strategically in the things that you're doing. Now, what I had to do and what I always offer to people is you want to have a mental makeover. That's what happened for me. I had a mental makeover, right? And you know,
Mhm.
when you have a
Talk
mental,
about that. Talk about how that works. Yeah.
listen, that
Woo.
mental makeover, you got acne, you got scars, right?
Mm.
And a lot of times we want to mask it.
Oh my.
We can't put the mask on. We got to
Yeah.
deal with it. We got to deal with the blemishes. We got to deal with the pain of it. If you got a rash on your face, you can't just put some makeup on it. You got to deal
Yeah.
with it and then apply. I think a lot of times with a mental makeover, we want to go into the new with an old mindset. It's not going to
Yes.
work. It's not going to work. That rash that you didn't deal with, you just put all that makeup on, you didn't just got slayed. Guess what? When that makeup come off, your whole face going to be jacked up. And now you got to go to the doctor. Then you got to go to a dermatologist because you tried to go to the next level without dealing with your old mindset. So I had to deal. I saw what God was saying, but I still had a poverty mentality. Hello, lights and walls. I still had a poverty mentality. I had to come out of Lodabar, all the way out of Lodabar, so I can go into the place of promise.
Go back. Go back, ma'am. Go back, ma'am. 2 spaces over. You said that you had to go and start that work somewhere. Yes. And that's because we are so, and these masks have really truly, they really truly came to real life in the real life flesh and the physical of it, because there's so many moments where people have worn masks and covered with makeup. But underneath, just as what you said, the blemishes, the troubles, the trauma, the issues, but just caking it on with masks. And only thing you do is remove it, and it's still right there.
It's still
wow.
There. It's still there. And when you don't deal with it, it becomes worse. It pushes you back farther. So you're trying to get to your purpose. But it pushes you back farther because, number one, you're being a people pleaser. Because how do I look? How do I look? But you jacked up. And really, your finances are still jacked up. Really, you still don't feel good about yourself. See, really, you still second guessing. Am I supposed to be doing this? I don't know. I'm supposed to. Really, you got lost identity. You really don't know who you are. So you got to get your mind right. Because
there's nothing like somebody telling you. Nothing like somebody telling you who you're supposed to be, and you know deep down inside of you who you really are.
Exactly.
Because you're letting somebody speak into your life and tell you who, where, when, and what you're supposed to be, and that's how the pleasing begins.
Right.
But the mental makeover.
Yeah.
And it's nothing like when you come into the real knowings of who you are, Seraphia, and really truly somebody identifies and say, "Oh, you look different.
Exactly.
Oh, you don't look like." Because somebody been sitting and doing the work.
Yeah. And in 2021, crossing over from 2020 to 2021, I knew when I shifted and people started seeing me and they said, "Girl, what you been doing? Girl, you look different. Girl, you look good. Girl, you look," I mean, when I got delivered, I'm telling you.
Wow.
Telling you, when you get delivered from pleasing people and worried about what they're saying about you, it's like these weights fell off me, and I became free with my the things that's messed up with me. Right? Yeah. It's like I'm still free, perfect. I don't speak like everybody else. I don't articulate words like everybody else. I'm not shaped like everybody else, but I receive my flaws, okay? They're mine. Once I did
that. Because it's amazing. It was amazing. Someone told me that, and it was so funny. And they had no ill problem intended of how they said it, but they stated to me, they were like, "Oh, I see you transform. Now you said you wasn't gonna you was gonna always be Big Nick." I am. But when your living health becomes a very, very vital situation, I could be Big Nikki all day and all night, but you got the wrong idea when I said I'm always be Big Nikki.
Right.
Big Nikki is big in mindset, big in motion, big in belief, big in movement, big in words and empowerment. Oh, you thought I was talking about Big Nikki in body, but I did always address and say, if I lose it, okay. If I don't, long as Lane Bryant Avenue can dress me, I'm good.
Right.
And guess what? I'm losing it. But at the same time, it's because I choose, not because it's to be pleasing somebody else around. Because you can really seriously, Seraphia, get caught up in the moments and the minutes and the seconds of people.
Yes.
And lose what you're supposed to be because you're watching people.
Yes. Yes.
And that's why it's important that we are mindful of who we are allowing to speak into our lives.
Right. Yeah.
And put whatever it is that they want to put down inside of us, we got to be mindful of where we're listening to.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because before you know it, you'll find yourself in a position of, oh, now I'm living a life and a lie of somebody else. Hey, you guys, everybody that's joining us, we are talking to the amazing evangelist Sharafia Hall. She is a amazing, phenomenal, gifted, talented young lady who has taken her gifts, her abilities, her talents, and everything that God has given her, and now she's making it a business. We're talking about how God has given her these different opportunities to be a blessing. Hey, Arvis, how are you? Yes, we are talking good. And definitely, we're now talking about amazing products that she has. And if you guys can see, we are bunted up because this is one of the amazing products. Tell the people again the name of your bunnet business, your t-shirt business. You're an author. Tell them the book that we're definitely want everybody to go out and get. Tell the
Yes.
people because we're gonna continue to promote it all throughout the show. So tell the people some more again.
Awesome. All right. So as Miss Nikki said, and as she's sporting her pink polka dot, where the bonnets are, it's at www.perfect, the number 4, me designs.online. Perfect for me designs.online. You can also purchase your books there. Matter of fact, this book just released this month. My box just came today. I am an author, one of the authors in this book, and it's Testaments of Survivors. Listen, if you've been through something in your life, these women are talking, they're being transparent. Listen, this right here, this is some meat. So, Women Healed and Whole. The publisher is Tia Monique with Let It Out Academy. I'm chapter 4, and it talks about it wasn't a plan, but unhealed. What was it? Oh my God, I can't remember. Hold on. Unhealed pain. It wasn't a plot, but unhealed pain. So I'm talking about some things that I went through in life. And so on the web page, the Perfect for Me Designs, what I'm doing for the Mother's Day, you get this book. If you purchase this book, there's a combo. You get volume 1. This was volume 1. I'm not in volume 1, but there's some phenomenal speakers and authors in here. I'm in volume 2, but you'll get both of these books for $27. And then y'all know I have Eradicating the Spirit of Poverty in Families. This is my book, and it also has a 21-day journal inside of it, Eradicating Stinking Thinking. So you can get all 3 of these books on the website for $40. Now, you know you can't beat that. You know that's a steal and a deal.
You can't beat that at all. That's a steal. That's a steal. And because I too am an author, I support authors. So authors must support authors. Words are very important and powerful.
Yeah.
And I really, truly, honestly believe that we really, truly have to write our books and share our stories so that everyone can really, truly, honestly grab it and get it. It is very important. And not only that, too, setting platforms available for everybody to be able to really seriously support. That's important. And that's why I do what I do, is because I want people to really, truly understand and know. That's why we do the plug advertisement here, because we want people to really seriously know you can get good substance and really good materials and products. I hear of so many stories where there are so many people who get scammed. I was listening to a lady who's on live the other night, and she had to talk about how she had to change her whole entire shipping and delivering product, and how she had to change her policies because people were taking advantage of how she was choosing to really seriously get the products out to people. And, just on a trust system, saying somebody's going to order something, and there it is. But when you have a real live place where people can really seriously come and say, okay, where can I get some good books from? Some good reading, some really good, some really good products, some fans and well, not fans, but flags. But where can I get bonnets from? Where can I get, t-shirts, all these kind of products? And I tell people all the time, I'm never afraid to share.
Right.
I
That's
do
right.
t-shirts, but
Right.
I'm never afraid to share with someone.
Exactly.
This is an opportunity. You should
Exactly.
never be afraid to share. You should
Exactly.
always be willing to help people as much as you can, because I probably cannot do what you can do. You
Right.
probably can't do what I can do. And I've
Right.
always shared resources out and said, "Oh, baby, honey, I'm not gonna be a good help for you today.
Right.
Go over and see
Yes.
such
Yes.
and
I
such."
had
You
someone the
know,
other day. They was like, "Well, do you make such and such?" I said, "I can, but I won't." She said, "Well, I want to
yeah,
refer you." I said, "Go ahead and refer the other person."
yeah,
Because my thing is, stay in your lane. You don't have to go creating something else. If you know somebody that's doing, let them have the money. And even if you can do it,
absolutely.
are you supposed to be doing it, or are you being greedy?
Ooh, yes, yes.
Yeah.
And sharing the wealth of what it is that you know, that's very important. And I always tell people the truth, and that is that I know my experience with them was this, but yours
Right.
may be this. You
Right.
know, and really truly, I think if we really can do a real live group social economics and pass out information that's going to be healthy. And you said a key word: know your lane,
Know your lane.
know where
Yeah.
you are,
Yeah.
know what's best for you.
Yeah. If you ain't been
Really,
creative, but
seriously.
you're gonna go over there and just steal just to be stealing, why? Why? And yeah,
And then
but mine a certain kind of way, but you're probably not anointed for that. Okay, so leave that there alone. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
yeah, definitely. So tell me more about, let's talk more about how your book is, it's a journal, but tell me more about how your book is really truly, what would you consider to be the target individuals? Like if you say, I know God has given me this particular group here and I'm called to them, I'm finding myself drawn to them, and they're the ones that are really, truly, honestly going to really get that service help and that really wholeness and that freedom that they're looking for. So, what group would you say are not even a group so much of, but what people? Because I always say God always gives us somebody
Yeah.
that we are supposed to definitely be in that lane, be in
Right.
that line and talk to those people. So, who
Yeah.
would you say that your book would definitely reach?
My book is for women and youth. Because when I think about women, a lot of times we are told to get a husband that make good money.
Mm.
Hello. Get a husband that make good money, give him some babies and honey. Do what you're supposed to do, cook, clean, all that. Yeah, I said it. I did. And they jump over, they jump over, educating ourselves. And when I say educate yourself, it does not necessarily mean you got to go to college. I'm the first to say I'm very transparent. I tried college more than I can count on this hand. Me in college didn't work. I'm such a creative. I'm just saying. I love creativity. I get bored. I was just bored. I'm like, one of my teachers was a Visine man. I'm just like, oh my God, he's just so boring. I was bored and I couldn't just sit there. I'm serious. I'm serious. But let me tell you about me. I will
Thanks
sit
for
on that
sharing with
sewing
you.
machine for 18 hours. I will
Yes.
sit on that sewing machine and work. I will work, do these flags and these bonnets. I'll make t-shirts. I'll do it for hours. We'll stay up to the next morning because I love it, right? And
Yes.
so I wrote this book for the women and then the youth, because our
Yes.
youth, they need to know they don't have to steal, they don't have to sell drugs, they don't have to sell, they sell short, but they can
Mm-hmm.
use their gifts. And so I believe in this time that we're in, this era that we're in, where my grandmother was a kid and my mom was a kid, they wasn't able to grab their gift and run with it. So now, if
Mm-hmm.
you love dance, use dance. If you play an instrument, the way it's being made. And so my thing
Yes.
is, with this thing, if you were a warfare child, I was a warfare child. If you was in the hood child, if you came from a
Yes.
home where there was only one parent or a drug addict parent, whatever the case may be, this book is for you, because you have to transform your thinking. And all those
Yes.
words, when mama was mad and daddy was mad and called you dumb and stupid. And see, in this book, words have power. I talk about how words have power. Hold on, I got to just do this real quick. Page
Yeah,
9.
please
This
do.
right here. Let me tell y'all how powerful words are. Right
Yes.
here.
And
Let me
they
put
are.
they,
Words are truly powerful.
they're powerful. I'm gonna put on my help, y'all. Hold on, I need my help. So a lot of times, I'm put my help on. Wait, bun it in the way. Hold on. Scoot right there and scoot right there. Okay. So they say sticks and stones may break my bones and words will never hurt me. That's a lie from the pit of hell. Let me tell you. Here you go. That's a lie. So let me just give y'all a little bit of chapter 1. It's going to be a little rough, y'all, but I'm going to give it to you just how T.I. is, okay?
Listen,
it says,
and that's what we're about around here. We are about the straight reels and the truth. Yes, ma'am. Help us out. Help the people. Help us out.
I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. This is why you stuck, okay? This is why you stuck. Words can beat you down or build you up. It says some words build you or beat you down. Here we go. You're dumb. You're stupid. You'll never amount to anything. You're just like your dumb daddy. You ain't nothing and you'll never be nothing. Look at you. You make me sick. I wish you were never born. It's because of you. We're struggling. It's because of you. My husband left. It's because of you. I can't make it. What was I thinking when I got pregnant with you? I wish you were a girl. Why couldn't you not have been a boy? I never wanted a girl. Girls are nothing. All they're good for is having babies. I hate you. You should have given up. I should have given you up a long time ago. I should have aborted you. I should have put you up for adoption. Look at you. You make me sick. Why were you born? Have you ever heard these words? Have you ever been spoken to? Have you ever spoken these words to a loved one? Maybe your son or your daughter. Perhaps maybe your grandchild. Words not only hurt, but they create lasting memories when they are spoken.
Yes, they
we
do.
Sometimes feel like we become the words that were spoken against us. Many of you never had a chance from the beginning because of the words that were spoken to you. So then I'm doing the part, because I talk about how words create addiction, how words create mental abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, okay? All these things, okay? Now I'm going to jump over here. I ain't going to give you all the rest of it. You got to get the book. On this other side, it says when words build you up. Here's the difference. Check this out. When you see homelessness, drug addiction, and prostitution, words may have created these horrible situations, but words can also build you up. Let me build you up tonight. I love you. I'm so glad you're in my life. You are a special girl. You are a handsome young man. When you grow up, you can be anyone you choose to be. You are intelligent. You're going places. When you sing, oh, it's music to my ears. When you write, it melts my heart. I'm so glad I can help you. You're so special to me. Go for it. I know you can do it. You are smart. You are capable. Your smile brightens the room. When you walk like a businessman. When you talk, you make words come alive. You are a wealth distributor. My Lord. It says you will not see lack. You will only know success. I'm speaking to you. You will not know lack, but you will only know success. You can ask me anything, and I will help you as much as I can. Ask me anything, and I will try my hardest to help you. Your future is free. You shall meet your destiny. See, words can beat you up or beat you down. And in society, we see the works of words. Do you hear me? It says in society, we see the works of words. What have you heard that has been spoken to you, and what have you accepted? My Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. That's chapter 1, y'all. That's chapter 1. Because we couldn't go nowhere else until we dealt with the words. That's how you deal with the stinking thinking. We had to undo what was spoken to you. My God.
Yeah. Because words are true. I mean, think about it. Think about what God's word said. Life and death is in the power of your tongue. And I say it here all the time on the show, especially when I'm talking to ladies, and I'm always talking about, how we are in relationships with men. I tell them all the time, I say, lady, We have the power in our words to make a man leap from a tall building, Superman, or make him leap from a building that's tall,
Yeah.
Suicide Man. You got the right to make that happen. But you are so right. Words. And especially when you are in a frustrated place, angry,
Right.
and just, just in that place of an emotion where you just cannot take it back. Yes,
Yes.
we do, Lucille. Absolutely, we do. We have the right. We own the rights to the words that come from our hearts,
Right.
that flows through our mouths.
Right.
And yes, words do matter. I tell people all the time, when I get real silent,
Right.
it's because the words that's about to release from my mouth,
just leave me alone.
they got some power on them. And they got some power on them that's going to transform and change everything. Especially when you learn the power of your tongue.
Exactly.
But just what you said, Evangelist Hall, just what you stated, you got to hit it from the start. Don't wait to chapter 12. No.
Right.
Let's go on and talk about this right now. Because it's very important that we are able to face the music on the word go.
Right.
And I think that is so important. And I'm so glad that you stated that and you really shared about how one set of words, because I could just feel it, just piercing.
Yeah.
And then I can also feel the other side of it. It's like, oh, okay, no, you're building back, and even if you have never used those words, but to understand that somebody has experienced those words.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Especially when you know that communication is one of your bigger things. Like communication is a language that I love. I do it well. But just to know that somebody else is in a position to where they lack there, and the only words they know how to pass with each other is negative words.
Right. Because it was learned behavior. If your mother talked down on you or your dad talked down on you, it's learned behavior. So you do that to your children. I was a teenage mother and I said things to my son. And as I got older and I began to be molded by older women, they began to help me with what was coming out of my mouth. And I was like, oh my God, I was killing my son. So I had to go back. But see, we got to humble ourselves so we can save our children. I had to humble myself and apologize to my grown son because I didn't want him to die emotionally, mentally. I didn't want him to walk around hard. Our black men walk around hard and mean and they can't show their emotions. No. Come here, baby. I love you. And ain't nothing wrong with showing your emotions. You ain't no punk. Ain't nothing soft about you. It's okay. So I had to go back and fix that because I was a young mother and I did to him what my mom and them did to me. And once you recognize, even the word of God say, once you know, it's better not to know than to know. Okay?
That's it.
It's better not to know. When you know, you better go ahead and handle your business and do what you need to do.
And it's nothing wrong with it. Just what you said. It's nothing wrong with going back and saying, I apologize.
Right.
It's nothing wrong with going back and saying that I said some things in an emotional place, but yet and still I said the things that I should have never said, whether it was an emotional place or it was not. It just should have never been stated.
Right.
And a lot of times when you're in that position and you're saying to yourself, well, they're not going to forgive me. It's not your place to wonder what's going to happen. It's your place to just handle it and do it.
Right.
Because we're so big on trying to figure out, is it going to be fixed? No, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Right.
But the steps to start and really seriously, the acknowledgement.
Right.
To be acknowledging the situation. I think that right there alone really, truly, it resonates with somebody because whenever you're trying to tell the story of someone who has hurt your feelings or something, and the rebuttal to you complaining about it, I don't like the way that Serapia sat up there and talked to me. She was so ugly with me, and then she came back and wanted to apologize. But I just don't like the fact that she was still ugly and mean. Right. And then the person you're telling who may have a logic thinking, and they're like, but she came back and apologized. And you're
Right.
still trying to sit in your victim place when realization of it is that that person is there to help you to understand that even though, yes, you were victimized in that situation, but accountability and an apology was rendered.
Right. Yeah.
And just take it for where it is and what it is, because that's a huge move in everything.
Yeah.
And like you said, you had to go to your son because
Yeah.
you didn't want him to die. Because this is one of the things that we are struggling with. I saw that Lucille put her children's names there, and really, truly, is the truth. When you are in a place, especially with parenting, we don't have a manual with these kids, but at the
Right.
same time, we have a presence,
Right.
a mandated presence, and a job to really make sure that we are putting out the right vibes
Exactly.
and putting out the right things. And that if we do learn better, we go back and say, here's where I messed up at.
Right. Because our
That's
children,
important.
they will go out and get themselves in trouble, because of what came out of our mouth, how we belittle them. They'll go get into drugs. They'll lose their virginity because of what a mother or a father said. And then you go back and say, look at you, you're dumb, you're stupid, or whatever you done said to them. No. And I never told my son he was dumb or stupid, but I would say, oh, you just like your daddy. And we quick to say that when it don't work out with that baby daddy or baby mama. But we're taught is learned behavior. We got to go back and reverse that thing. So, because this is my thing. My second audience, like I said, was children. My thing is those babies are going to grow up to be adults. So what
Yes.
we put into them is so important. What we say
Yes.
to them, how we treat them. Women, don't be so soft on your boys.
Yes.
Don't be so hard on your boys. Men,
Yes.
show them boys love. You can't always suck it up. Don't cry. You tough. You a man.
Yes.
No. Because they're gonna be a father one day. They're gonna be a husband one day. And so I think about this type of stuff. It's unfair. Then next thing you know, they liking the same sex because they can't be hard. They can't have feelings. She can't be, now. Okay, well, I'm gonna be with a girl then. Because he wanted a son anyhow. So when we go and mess these children up, and they be like, I don't know what's wrong with little Johnny. He be tripping. I don't know what. You spoke words, and they manifested. I'm telling you,
Yes.
take it back. So as we have been in this time where we've been locked in, I know a lot of you parents, and my son 28, I know a lot of you didn't have to have your children from sun up to sundown, and you done said some things, you done been frustrated. Take those words back. Apologize. Take
Yes.
your baby, your 16-year-old son. I don't know who I'm talking to. Your 16-year-old son, the one that's smelling himself that you didn't talk crazy to. Take him and embrace him and tell him you love him and tell him to forgive you for what you said to him. I'm telling you, you will save your child's life.
Yes.
My son alive today because I'm his mama. Listen, I was assigned to be his mother.
Yes, that is. Ooh, I received that. I received that for my 18-year-old. Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
Yes.
Because again, you have to meet them right where they are. And you're so correct. And definitely the enemy is so busy.
Yes.
And Lucy, I like what you said about this is for the future of my grandkids. Absolutely.
Yes.
Because again, you have to start setting the legacy and the lineage of those kids to come. And you're absolutely correct. Drive them in, take them in, and talk to them and love on them, and as frustrated as you are as a parent, because your main thing is that, and I think the frustration is because you so want them to do better than what you've done, or experience something that you did not experience. That is one of those things that we do. We really, truly, honestly give our kids so much, and we push, and we provide so many opportunities because the lack of the opportunities. But you know what I always say that is that you didn't lack anything in that opportunity. Just because you were delayed and denied the opportunity to go hang out all night, or you didn't have the finest of the shoes and you didn't have the finest of the clothes. That was not just an opportunity for you to go and say, now I need to go over flood my child because I don't want my child to be talked about or smiled and looked upon differently. Whereas, really, truly, that opportunity it was humiliating at the time. But if you really pay attention now, look who was the persons that was providing and presenting that type of behavior, as we called it, the dozens and all that, and talking and bullying. But look at those persons now. Some of those people and a lot of those people who have had something so much to say about your appearance and what you've been doing, they don't have anything for themselves to show now.
Right.
They're not doing well in their own mental state.
Yeah.
They don't even have a solid foundation to stand on. Yeah. I see so many people that I went to school with, and they still living back when we were in school.
Yes, listen.
Like that's all they have.
I was about to say that. I got pregnant before all my friends, right? It did happen. But do you know they got pregnant after me and kept getting pregnant? Classmates talked about me because we was in poverty, remember? They was dressing all nice and everything, but they got a house full of babies, and a lot of them are strung out. I puffed marijuana, and I'm like, that ain't for me. So I wasn't a drug girl. I was surrounded with drugs, but I wasn't on drugs. But all of them, they talked about me. I'm like, what happened to you? You're going to college, and they still in my hometown. So, yeah. People put their mouth on you, but they don't really know you. And another thing I wanted to say was when you were talking, and this is for our audience too, what I learned, because I said I was a teenage mother. Our children have a voice. Let them speak. We're not going to like everything that they say. Whatever you got to do to keep your mouth shut while they talking, be quiet. Let me tell you why. If we listen to our children, we'll save their life. If we listen to our children, they may not go do their pot. They may not go commit suicide. But every time we say, shut up, boy, I'm talking to you. You don't hear me? Don't disrespect me. Yeah. I'm telling you, this is my house. I'm telling you what I know. Let them young people talk because it's been built up in them. So by the time you looking upside the head, they've been frustrated. It's not only you talking crazy, people at the school talking crazy, looking at them crazy. Homeboys want to fight him, but he ain't gonna fight because he don't want to get in trouble when he go home, or she don't want to peer pressure. I'm telling y'all, because our children are dying, and a lot of times they're being killed because they're angry. They're taking their lives. So that's my other audience. That's who God has put on my heart, is our young people, especially our preteens and our teenagers, because they're right there almost at adulthood. And a lot of times we doing all this fussing, but are you preparing them to be an adult? Are you preparing them? Do they know how to wash clothes? Do they know how to go to the grocery store? Do they know how to do a resume? What are you teaching your baby before you say, when you turn 18, you getting out my house? No. Did you prepare them? So I just, you asked me who was my audience. Women, abused women, and children. Because I was that child, and then I had a young son. So I learned some things. So today, what I learned, I'm dishing that thing out because I don't want nobody to go through what I went through. My son was a drug addict at 12.
Wow.
Do you hear me? It's nobody but the grace of God.
Yes.
That I look the way I look and I'm moving the way it's the grace of God. My son was strung out from age 12 to age 21.
Yes.
On hardcore drugs. That family members put him on drugs. Family members put him on drugs. Family members put my baby on drugs. One gave it to him to sell it, and the other gave him to him to try it. So I had an addict for a child. I had a mother for a child. I had sisters as addicts. So, we're talking about our giftings. I had to move and birth out these giftings because I'm breaking cycles.
Yeah.
You're breaking cycles. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do and that you're doing too much. You know what's on your bloodline. You know what you got to break. And I can't be an entrepreneur without being who I am. I'm a woman of God first. I am an evangelist. I'm saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. Okay, with gifts.
Yeah, that's it. And like you said it. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, that is our guest, Evangelist Seraphia Hall, author, mother. She is a business owner, and oh my God, a true testimony of you really truly can come through it. It's nothing but the grace of God. And just the facts of what you said to share the story and to know your audience. That's another thing. We got to learn to know our audience and know how we really seriously are moving and helping people. And this, you guys, is seriously a subject, a topic for people who really truly are in a place to where you may have just a gift of organizing. You may have a gift of, administration. You may have a gift of creativity, but this too can also be a gift that will be able to help and transform lives. Thank you so much, Lucia. I'm super proud of you too. And thank you so much to everybody who is joining us and sharing this information with your families, because that's what we have to do. This right now is a time for us to really seriously start preparing ourselves for the next place that we need to be and be positioning to the place to where we can make a change and we can make a difference. And you know, so many people come in fear of really seriously standing out there in the midst of everything and saying, I want to do something. I know I got a gift to do this. I know I can create something with my small crafts and I know I can really seriously change somebody's life with my baked goods. But really, honestly, like what you said earlier, when God teaches you how to do these things, and when He really truly teach you these gifts and these crafts and these talents and these abilities, and He gives you favor, who are you not to sit up there and make sure that you are really seriously going to financially take care of your household? Let me give you a Bible. When the woman, the Proverbs 31 woman that we want to be in love and we love what she do, she was a business owner.
Oh, yes.
Her husband worked at the city gate, but she made sure he looked good. She was a business owner.
Yes.
She owned the business.
Yes.
She took care of business in her house. She prepared her house when the winter came. There was wonderful, fine things in place.
Yes.
So her house could be covered.
Yes.
She had staff.
Yeah.
And the reason why her children and her husband called her blessed was because she was using the gifts, the talent, the ability. And she set herself up in position and place and connected network-wise where she was making connections of people who were going somewhere.
Right.
I love how it states and it says that she didn't have time. Y'all know I always do a breakdown, Ebonic Bible story. She had time to talk and chill and hang out and gossip and run her mouth. She was busy working and learning and connecting and putting forth an effort to make sure that everything she had was lined up and she utilized the finest of the finest.
Right.
Because she knew the importance of the quality over the quantity.
Right.
So when we are doing business, ladies, gentlemen, we're doing good business with everything that we have inside of us. I hear all the time how people start out their businesses in their garage and how Amazon started in a garage and how, Steve Jobs started at a table and all these great things. We have to start somewhere.
Yes, we do.
I talk about it all the time, Sarabia, how we started out, we didn't start out with this beautiful backdrop that we have today.
Come
We
on.
started out with actually a shower curtain.
Come
And it's
on.
so funny because we laugh about it because somebody had inboxed me one time and say, girl, I seen that shower curtain at Dee Dee's. I almost got it. And I still got that shower curtain.
Right.
And then we started out with a little small camera. And we didn't have the professional lights that we have today in the studio. You know, we didn't have that.
Right.
We had a lamp.
Right. Come on. Come on. 2 or 3 lamps.
But now, listen, but now we have been blessed. And I love watching our back in the day shows how the lighting was horrible. We like trying to find the best light to get under there. And then, you know, we were utilizing, you know, the camera and the cell phone and the laptop and trying to make sure that we could get a broadcast across.
Listen, you got the muffle, your voice going in and out.
Yes, exactly. You know, but now we have the beautiful technology and we could not get somebody in on the show. You know, we did live in studio, you know, before COVID. We did live in studio guests and everything. And we was all trying to figure out how we was going to sit together and stay in the lane of the camera. But now we have beautiful products and places and things like this broadcasting. We're able to use the StreamYard. And big shouts out to Miss Pat. Thank you so much, Miss Pat, for hooking us on to the StreamYard. She was the one that introduced us to it. And when we first started our StreamYard, it didn't want to work good for us. But now we're getting better with it. And it's just amazing. But everything is possible. Yeah. And now we're literally in our 4th season because we started out 4 years ago.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's growing and we're getting better. And to have amazing guests like yourself and just have more purpose and more meaning and more things. And you know, we used to just get on, have fun, laugh a lot, you know, have our guests talk loud and all those things, and then they had nowhere to go. Just knew that when the bell rung, it was time for us to get off, you know. But now we have substance, purpose, and everything. Look, Lucille, and great people like Lucille, and a lot of more great starting persons with us. Kim Pinson, from all the way from California, she would hang out with us and just, you know, she would wait with us, hang out with us because there's a big time zone difference. She was actually our first, you know, across the state guest that we had. Wow. But it's beautiful moments like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I say that because this is exactly what you are stating in your book and what you're stating in your whole entire mission and your ministry of how you have to take what you have,
right?
Look at it, use it as a tool to elevate you. Because just imagine had we stopped.
Come on.
Just imagine had we stopped when we were supposed to originally be a radio show. But honestly, all along, we should have been a televised talk show for somebody to visually see what we were doing. Because they needed to see the bunny. Exactly. It's one thing to talk about a bunny on the radio, but to see how cute they are, you know what I'm saying? To see how cute they are, and then to see, you know, the difference of it. You know, now we can, oh yes, child, it's versatile. You know, you can make it versatile, girl, and it'll work for you. It has a versatile look to it. You don't even have to worry about it. And then it has a purpose. You know, the satin portion of it is gonna help keep your hair moist and everything.
Yes, yes.
And when you take it off in the morning, you're gonna be cute in the morning. You gotta do the fluffy little natural hair. And all of that, you know. And from there, I mean, I want you guys to know that this is an amazing product. I believe in what she's doing. I believe in her product. And it's nice. I love it. It's not a struggle. If I had some extensions, I would be able to get all my extensions in there. It's not one of those little small bonnets that I bought at the dollar store. I mean, at the beauty supply.
Right.
It's worth every dollar.
Nikki, my thing too, I've had bonnets where I was like, oh, that's so cute. But when from the inside, it was cheap. I have to be honest. Then I didn't know I was going to do bonnets. I had got, you know, we do bonnets, you know, we buy them or whatever. And then it was so tight. I don't like nothing tight on my head, especially when I'm sleeping. So I want to make sure that it's snuggy enough that it's not going to come off in your sleep, but it's not so tight that you got a ring around your head or your head is hurting. And then if you decide, you know, you're not going to have a lot of hair, but then you go and get you some crochet in and you need a bonnet, you have room both ways. That's my thing. And then if you want to flip it, like this one is pink. Yep.
And that's the truth, because it's not too much.
Right.
It's not hard for me to take it off. It's not too much. And child, for me not to be sweating under these lights, I know this the right bonnet. Honey, I be sweating each show be somebody. But I have not broke out in no sweat. So this is a really good bonnet, seriously. And I'm not fluffing you. I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah. For those who came on late, we got baby bonnets too. These are preteen. Look, a preteen mommy and me bonnets.
Yes. So, Kim York says, so why I got on the bonnet now and just logged on? Absolutely, Kim. You right in. Kim York, we are talking about the beautiful bonnets that are handcrafted by Evangelist Seraphia Hall. And you guys can definitely get you some bonnets from Perfect for Me Designs. And she definitely is the best person that I can refer you to, because I don't do bonnets, but I'm doing this one and I'm going to be wearing it. And like I tell everybody all the time, I didn't get this free for the promotion tonight. I purchased it because I believe in supporting the business. I believe in supporting Black businesses, lady businesses, people in business. We definitely have to support people, period, when it comes down to business. You know, I love being able to support people. Each person that has came on as a guest to my show, I've always made sure that I poured into something that they're doing, because I want to be the first to make sure that I am a supporter, because people support what we do at Simply Her Movement, my nonprofit organization. And so we have so many great supporters who support us here. And I think it's only fairly right that we do have people on the show who have substance, but not only that too, we can show what we're doing. So yes, Kim, that's why we have the bonnets on. We are rocking these bonnets because we are really truly celebrating what it is that Seraphia is doing. And definitely, again, Seraphia, tell the people where they can get your products from. And also, let's give them your handles of how they can get in touch with you if they want you to speak, or if they would like to have you on. As I know that Pat stated that she wants you to come on her show because she has a beautiful, amazing bedtime story show that she hosts each and every Thursday. I believe it's still Thursday now, but she is an amazing friend that I met from ATL all the way in Atlanta over the internet. So there are beautiful, beautiful relationships and friendships you can make right here on social media. So when people are saying social media bad, I don't look at it bad, because I have met some amazing people. I met you on social media. I met some more amazing people on social media, and so that's what we want to do. So tell the people where they can find you at. What great things you have.
Awesome. Thank you again, Nikki, for just allowing me to be here. And I didn't even know. I'm like, oh, okay, products. Let me go get my products. So I appreciate you for even pushing me. Like, girl, go get your stuff. So again, Perfect for Me Designs.online. So, and it's the number 4. So Perfect for Me Designs.online. You can purchase the books, as I was showing you. The books are on there. You can purchase the bonnets. And I will be uploading probably either tonight or tomorrow the Mommy and Me bundle for the bonnets. There's bows on there as well. And then we have t-shirts and masks. For the flags, I'm going to put all the links in here. For the flags, I'm on Etsy, Seraphia's Anointed Creations. So if you are a worship dancer, the flags are on there. And They're really good. They're priced very well. I did my research, so I'm under. Some people like, is this the price? Is this for one or two? So my thing was, I make my profit, but I don't overcharge the people. So that's my thing. I also have my TV network, Status Changers Wellness Network broadcast. I'm also going to put the link in there. I'm also open for interviews, or if you want to tell your story, if you are a new author. Like Nikki, we just want to get the word out about who you are and what you're doing, so that your gift and what you're doing, it's not just a hobby, but you're going to make some residual income. You're going to make some revenue off of that. And then people will know who you are. I also am a motivational speaker. So I'm open for speaking engagements for women, especially women that's suffering with certain diseases. I suffered from endometriosis for 36 years. I had a lot of those women on last month. So I'm very open to talk to women and children entrepreneurs. You can follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook under Status Changers Wellness. On Facebook, it is a private group, Status Changers Wellness. Just click the link and I'll accept you in. Go to YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Status Changers Wellness. And listen, we got some new stuff coming on. You want to be a part of it. We got some classes. It's about to pop off. I'm super excited for it. So to stay in the know, follow me.
Yes. And please give the people a wonderful word, something of encouragement that they can really seriously eat on this week. Give them something wonderful that they can really seriously encourage them and empower them.
Yes, what I would say is, even as I was speaking in the beginning, do not let past failures or even past words that were spoken over you, do not allow them to detour you from your purpose or stop you from getting to where you know you're supposed to be. I want to encourage all parents to embrace the time with your children. Allow them to have a voice. Allow your children to have a voice. Give your children more time. Lastly, I will say, if people pleasing has crippled you, has stopped you, has blocked you, I would suggest to you, get delivered, get free from people pleasing. If when you look in the mirror, you don't like you, I would suggest to you to start liking yourself and find out, why is it that you don't like you? If you got a gift and you say, I don't know if I should use it, use it. I don't know if they'll buy it, it doesn't matter. Do it anyway. I would suggest to you today to stop allowing fear to stop you and block you, and stop being that little engine that said, I think I can, and know that you can. God bless you.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much. Again, we have Evangelist Sarafia Hall. Thank you so much. We appreciate you for stopping by Simply Her Empowerment Connection show. Thank you. And we want you definitely make sure you put your information down in the comments areas for us, so everyone is able to reach out to you. Thank you. Have a good night. Thanks so much. Okay.
Good night. Blessings.
Have a good night. And kiss that beautiful baby for me.
I will.
Thank you. All right, you guys. Listen, did you guys enjoy that amazing conversation with Evangelist Sarafia Hall? You guys, we definitely have to make sure that we are positioning ourselves to change our lives with the gifts, the talents, and the abilities that we have. That is the reason why God provides us with so many amazing opportunities to be the person that we need to be. Change is necessary in your life, but you have to be the big change. You have to be the big difference, and you got to make a really, really big comeback from everything that those words that were hurting you has been spoken over you. You have the right to say something different. You have the right to change how life looks, and you have the right to take your hands, the gifts that you have inside your hands, the anointing and everything that God has flown into your hands, to make it come forth and manifest it out. There is somebody who needs your gift. There's somebody who needs your ability. There is someone who's waiting for the amazing opportunity to get just what you have for them. So why don't you be a blessing and change their lives? It is so important that we not only do we need to do to change lives, we need to change the legacy that is ahead of us. So by you doing and making the difference and becoming the difference and the change, I promise you, you really, truly, honestly can make the difference. I always tell you guys that you may be the only Jesus that someone sees. So what is it that they're really seeing when they see you? I'm super excited to know that Evangelist Hall, her gifts has made so many great rooms for her to be able to provide something for us ladies that we enjoy and we love. And it's stylish, it's abundant, and it keeps our hair in nice positioning. And she gave us education to let us know that with the silkness of the inside of the bonnet itself, it's going to help keep our hair moist and also protect it from being damaged. What great opportunity has she provided for some woman who is saying, I don't know really honestly a lot about hair care, but I do want something that's going to really truly help me. And also, not only that, too, the opportunity to support someone who is really growing their business, who's really truly honestly utilizing what they are using the gifts of their hands to be able to continue to provide and to pay and to take care of their family. I want you guys to know that it is just an amazing opportunity to be a blessing. It is such an amazing opportunity to continue to really seriously bless and be the voice for someone. You may be the only Jesus that someone sees. So, what are you really truly showing them? Y'all know how I speak in each and every week. I enjoy you guys coming and hanging with me. I really truly did miss you guys. This birthday celebration, April, was phenomenal. I just really, seriously, honestly love you guys. I missed you. And definitely, we will be back next week so that we can have more conversation. Do me a huge favor. Enjoy this week's blessings. Y'all know what we do. We talk about it. We go out with Anthony and Anthony Brown in group therapy. So let's do what we do, y'all. Let's celebrate and continue to appreciate. I want you guys to leave this week, live this week, and leave today with this thought in your mind. There may be someone who needs you. So be available. There's somebody who needs to really seriously talk to you. So do what you can to make sure that your voice is being able to be heard. There's somebody who needs to see your smile. So please smile. And there is also someone who is asking for you to just be who you are and that amazing inspirational person that you are so that they can be able to make another step. You just don't know. It's not about what I say, it's about how I make you feel. And man, I hope I made you feel some type of way. I miss you guys. I love you. Have a good night. And definitely this week, we're looking for the miracles. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much, Sarafia. Thank you for my bonnet. I appreciate it. Yeah. Please make sure that you check the comment section. All her information is available. And definitely patronize this week. A week of miracles. All right. Thank you, Lucille, for joining us. Thank you, Kim York. Thank you, Kim Pinson. Thank you, Arvis. Thank you, Shaquita, for hanging. Thank you, Arshiria. Thank you, Dr. English. I appreciate you, Pat. Thank you so much. Alicia Carter, thank you. Thank you to everyone. Thank you, Tanya Harper. Thank you, Dr. McKinney. Thank you, Angela Moore, for joining us. Thank you, Pastor Whitaker. I appreciate you. Thank you, Yamika Harmon. Thank you, Shay Pickles. Definitely, you guys get those Shay Pickles. Thank you, Bernadette. And thank you to each and every person who's watching on the replay. Thank you guys so much. Again, it's not about what I say, it's about how I make you feel. And man, I hope I made you feel some type of way. Have a good day. Bye. Yay. Week for miracles. This week will be a week for miracles, miracles, miracles. Good night.